All right, today we're going to talk to you about the 3 things that you absolutely need to start RVing besides the RV. There's a lot of things out there that you can think you want, and you can definitely break the bank buying before you ever even leave the driveway. There's absolutely 3 things that if you don't have, you're not going to be able to do full hookups. So we'll show you what those are.
Just make sure you're prepared, because here we go.
Alright, so the first 2 things we're going to talk about have to do with your freshwater system. The first one is going to be this little piece here. This is going to be your pressure regulator. And there's a couple different varieties out there. This one here is just this little piece, not this full canister. This one is a fixed length of 40 to 50 psi. You can get ones that you can adjust. In fact, we have one coming in to adjust. But this one's only about $10 or $12. It's not going to break the bank, but you absolutely need it because the pressure coming out of the hose could exceed what the inside of your camper, the pipes inside your camper, could withstand. All right, so the next thing we have on the list is a freshwater hose. All right, this one here is a potable water hose, and this just so it makes it safe for the water coming out to be drinkable. Right, obviously you're going to want to reduce it down with some kind of filter, and you can get fancy. These kind of run expensive, anywhere between $12 and about $25, or for a 10 to 25 foot. They get a whole lot more expensive, and you can get a whole lot different varieties. This one here is a winter hose that's already got heat tape in it. Next year we're going to be changing. I'm going to be changing to an expandable hose just because they take up less room. Like this one's 25 feet and we have 2 of these because most of the places that we've needed more than 25 feet but not quite 50, and it takes up a lot of room. In fact, we have probably 3 of these hoses total. We got 2 for fresh water, and then I have one that runs for gray water only when we're on a gray water only site. So like I said, you don't need a potable water. It's nice. You can run a regular garden hose. Just know that they're not recommended to be running your drinking water through. Alright, so the last thing that you absolutely need before you leave the driveway is going to be the black tank hose and all the correct fittings for it to go into the drain, as well as the fittings to come out of the RV. Right? If you don't plan on full hookups, and you don't need it when you're at the campground, but you're gonna need it to dump your black tank. So this is a must. And again, they come in a bunch of different varieties. You can get some very cheap ones that don't expand, but you have these ones here. Like this is the Titan hose. It expands. I like it because I can kind of collapse it down and fit it into a tighter spot. But then you need the fittings, and a variety of different fittings. This one here is a threaded fitting that screws into the drain, but they also have like your hard rubber donuts that you can use if the drain fitting does not have threads in it. Like I said, so those are the 3 things that you absolutely need that don't generally come with your RV, and that's one thing you need to ask when you purchase your RV is it coming with like a pressure regulator, a potable water hose, and black tank? Because if not, that's going to be the added expense that you need just to leave your driveway. And there's tons of other things that you could use and that we would recommend. We'll do another video about what we recommend, like tire chocks, leveling pads, and a whole bunch of other things that will make your first trip definitely a little bit safer and a little bit more enjoyable. But these, considered an absolute must.